Hey there, Ramley. Hope everyone out there in Los Angeles County, Southern California, the Valley, wherever you may be, I hope all of you guys are safe, away from all the fire chaos, and are doing the best that you possibly can be. And for anyone who knows people out here in Southern California negatively being affected by all the fire chaos, I hope those loved ones or those people are doing the best they can and are safe and sound away from all that fire mess. And before we get to some breaking news here, I'll flash a couple slides. For anyone who needs help, go ahead and screenshot these. Share this with anyone who you might know needs some help. So I'll share this slide real quick. Some help for the fires, which would be, links there, screenshot that, a bunch of different resources on that. Anywhere you would like to donate and help out to Rams Nation, we have, some links here you can screenshot. So there's that. And then one more slide for some more donations if you feel like you have some extra cash to help out. And there's that slide there. So, Rams Nation, LA natives, Southern California natives, Valley natives, I hope all of you are doing the best that you possibly can. And my heart's with you. And you'll get through this. You'll get through this. But on to breaking news about all the fire and the chaos going on. The NFL officially announced that, yes, the game will no longer be at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood in LA County. The game will be moved to Glendale, Arizona, as Ian Rappaport, the main reporter, insider for the NFL Network, as he shares this important news from NFL headquarters out in New York. And I'll read this very shortly. So, in the interest of public safety, Monday's Viking-Rams wildcard game has been moved from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, to State Farm Stadium, the home of the Arizona Cardinals, the NFL announced today. The decision was made in consultation with public officials, the participating clubs, and the NFL Players Association, the union. The game will be televised on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus, and ESPN Deportes. And it is scheduled at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific for any West Coast native out here. Tickets for that game in Arizona will go on sale at 10 a.m. Pacific, Friday morning through SeatGeek.com for Rams season ticket members, and then noon Pacific for the general public. More information on ticket sales will be provided as soon as possible. So there you go, Rams Nation. There's what NFL headquarters had to say. And here's what the Rams put out as well very quickly. I'm sure they'll have some more formal um, notification for anyone who has a ticket, season ticket member, or just an individual ticket for this game. As yes, the game location moved to Glendale, Arizona, and all the times will be the same as very, very unfortunate. And then for anyone out there who is confused like I am for why this game is in Arizona and not Las Vegas, where the Raiders play at Allegiant Stadium, right there, not too far away and not a crazy drive or flight away like Arizona is for a last minute trip for any Rams fan who had tickets to this game, including myself. I did. I was hoping to go to this Monday night game. Um, I'm perplexed as Allegiant Stadium had nothing going on this weekend. There was no big game, no big event. And also, what I find ironic and puzzling on top of it not being in Vegas just for distance and proximity wise is that I'll share this very quickly here and I won't go too deep into it. But Jim Youngblood 53, who does fantastic Rams content on X, formerly known as Twitter, he puts out a post and shares this. Can't make this up, he says. And I agree with him. State Farm Stadium is hosting an LA Rams football team, as State Farm and other insurance companies within the last half a year or so, or even shorter, depending on who you talk to, have all or majority of them canceled or raised the premium of fire homeowners insurance to incredibly unaffordable levels, or they just completely canceled it. And everyone who's been negatively affected by these fires, whether their houses have been unfortunately burnt down or have been damaged or any of that stuff, all that insurance didn't cover it. So the Rams and LA Rams team is going to go play at a stadium where it's sponsored by State Farm, who criminally, in my opinion, canceled all these LA natives fire insurance for their homes. What was the NFL thinking? On top of them not having it in Vegas, I mean, can't make this up. I agree, Jim Youngblood 53 here. Gosh, and that just makes me mad, truthfully. Outside of the game already being in Arizona, we got stuff like this going on. So unfortunate, unfortunate for sure. But outside of that, Rams Nation, what is some positive you can get from this game being in Arizona? Well, shout out to Blaine Grissack on X, formerly known as Twitter, as he works for Turf Show Times, always putting out fun stats, always sharing great articles on Turf Show Times. If you're not familiar with that website, he says here if the Cardinals aren't going to host a playoff game in their own stadium, the Rams might as well do it. And I get a good chuckle out of that. Yep, I agree. The last NFL playoff game hosted in Arizona was Cardinals Packers in 2015. Arizona won 26-20 in overtime. Carson Palmer threw for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Larry Fitzgerald had 176 yards and had that game-winning touchdown in overtime. If you remember, where he caught the short one, ran it all the way to like the 3-yard line, and they had that last shovel pass to win it for Arizona. What a crazy game that was as a objective football fan, and that's the last time, Rams Nation, almost 10 years ago, which is crazy. Or yeah, pretty much 10 years ago. Wow. And on top of that, Blaine has another post here. The Vikings haven't won at State Farm Stadium in Arizona since 2008. And yes, Rams Nation, I know they don't play there a ton. It's not a division game. I know it is the national conference, and we share that, all three of this, Arizona, Vikings, Rams. But they played 3 times since. They've lost in 09. They lost in 2015. And the Vikings also lost in 2021 when the Rams won the Super Bowl. And the Rams, luckily, are 9-1 in their last 10 trips to Arizona. And that loss came early in the season. As we all saw, the Rams were very unhealthy and just got smacked around in that week 2 game earlier this season. But Vikings do not play well as a recent history in Arizona. The Rams, outside of this game earlier in the year, play pretty dang good and win a ton. So that is definitely leaning into our favor going to this matchup. And another fun stat here. Tom Pelissero, who is another big NFL network correspondent, insider reporter, he says here on X, 2 playoff games in NFL history have been moved to a new city per NFL Plus. 1936 Boston Redskins and Green Bay Packers NFL championship game from the city of Boston to the city of New York. And real quick, I didn't even know Boston Redskins was a thing way back when. Wow, I'm gonna have to look into that later and see the crazy 30s history of NFL football. And the second game, Rams Nation, in the history of professional football, this 2025 Minnesota Vikings LA Rams wildcard game, moving from LA to Glendale, Arizona. It has not happened in the modern era or since the merger. People like to kind of have as like a benchmark since 1970 when the AFL NFL merged. Hasn't happened. And this is hopefully no other time this will happen to a team in the future. Hopefully, no other LA Rams team or any LA team, any team in the National Football League will have to move due to dire circumstances going on in their community and county and surrounding area. So, what a shocking time it is to witness some crazy history in NFL lore going on. So there's that as well. But man, like I said, Rams Nation, definitely was looking forward to going to this game myself as I had a ticket. But again, totally understand. We need everyone hands on deck to be safe, help out. We need all law enforcement, fire department, any medical assistance possible to help out everyone being negatively affected by these Valley fires, LA County fires, and beyond. So totally understand the NFL moving it. Just wish it was in somewhere else other than State Farm Stadium in Arizona. But before we get out of here, Rams Nation, a couple quick messages, if you didn't see earlier, from Sean McVay, our head coach, and Matthew Stafford, our starting quarterback. So I'll start with McVay here real quick.
Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that's been affected by these fires. It's one of those deals that almost doesn't feel real, but it certainly is real to the people that are affected. And praying, that as many people are okay, and you just see the amount of people that are affected, and it's one of those deals that it gives you perspective, and so hopefully get this stuff under control, and it's been a unique week. Fortunately for us, there's been some people that have been affected in regards to power outages, recommended evacuation. A couple of our staff members did have their homes affected, but fortunately, to my knowledge, nobody has been injured, and for that we're grateful. Obviously.
Yes, grateful indeed. And now, fire is starting to affect the Rams organization itself. So not a shock that things are being moved to a different state. And here's Matthew Stafford with a quick message for Rams Nation.
I mean, I think we, every time we suit up, we're the Los Angeles Rams. We play for the people in this community, the people that support us, and this week will be, another example of that, obviously. And it's I'm sure, hopefully, a great escape for people who've been going through a lot of tough times, here the last couple of days. I mean, I think.
And there you go from Matthew Stafford, a quick little note and comment to let everyone know we're with you, Rams Nation, and we'll play our best. We'll get out there and we'll try to win a game. And who knows, maybe the Rams might host a playoff game next week if the Green Bay Packers win and if the Washington Commanders win. And obviously Rams have to win as well. And if all those three things happen, you're guaranteed at least another home playoff game for the Los Angeles Rams in LA. Obviously, if things are looking better in terms of the fire and air quality and all that stuff. But keep the faith, Rams Nation. Again, anyone out there negatively being affected by these fires, we're all Ramley here. I hope you stay safe. My hearts go out to you. And again, rewind to the beginning of this video, screenshot and share any of that info I shared earlier to help out, to help somebody in need. And love your Rams Nation. Love your Ramley. And with that said, I'll be cheering for these Rams from home. No matter where we play, Arizona, LA, a Walmart parking lot. I believe in these Rams to get it done. Go Rams. Stay safe out there, Rams.